Now, let's see how the government has exploited ordinary Ugandans using the petrol problem. You see, every time the NRM government lies to us, stressing our problem, naturally we are landlocked. We are not the only landlocked country. Landlocked means we don't have access to the sea or the ocean. Okay? We are not the only landlocked country. It shouldn't be used as an excuse that's why we are poor. So many countries are landlocked in the world. Okay? So many African countries are landlocked. So many European countries are landlocked. Okay? So many Latin American countries are landlocked. So many Asian countries are landlocked. Why is it that they always emphasize one thing? We are landlocked. We are landlocked. To explain why they are exploiting us using what? Dubious tax policies. Okay? For instance, oil is our problem. Okay? They always impinge their dubious policies on oil. And oil has a ripple effect on so many other sectors. You see? For instance, globally the oil prices have been going down. This is 2015. Global prices have been going down. But in Uganda, they are never going down. They are just going up. Never going up. Okay? We have never seen oil prices going down. Never. Yet other countries, in South Africa here, petrol has been going down for a long period of time. Okay? And people have been benefiting because you get a full tank for almost 6 rand, 7 rand. Okay? Now look here. Now, this is the current global market price for a barrel of crude oil. $58. If you compare, if you convert this one, right now the exchange rate for a dollar is 3,500. Okay, but normally it's around 2,700. That's the normal rate. This is the reason why the shilling is weak. The problem of the governor. I told you the governor is rubbish. We have a rubbish governor in the Reserve Bank. Okay, so why we are suffering with this weak shilling? Okay. If you convert this one with that one, you find that a barrel of oil, it costs around 3,000. Okay, so this is the shilling price for a barrel of oil. Okay, now a barrel, it contains 119.24 liters. That means if you want to convert to get the price of per liter, okay, you divide this price per barrel and the number of liters to get how much price is per liter. That means if you divide this, you are going to get 1,702.44 per liter. Shilling. These are shillings. These are not dollars. Okay. Now, if this is crude plus a few amounts for purification, you find that maybe a pure after refinery in Kenya, you can find that 2,000 something. Okay. But now look at the amount of price in Uganda. What causes this? The cause of this is the government taxes on petrol. If really we notice that our countries can survive with imported petrol, that means petrol should be our priority. It's a driving factor which drives our economy. Don't look at it as the only source of revenue. You can get other sources of revenue. Okay? So many countries have subsidized, have come up with different innovations to generate revenues, not only in one sector. Okay? If you look at the control sectors, banyankole befuze amafuta. Okay? Because that's where they are cheating on other people. They don't tell you how much money you get that petrol from Kenya refineries. You only know every time. Right now it's 2015, July. This was the price in July. August is 3,900. That's a sign that there has been deliberate exploitation of an ordinary person. Let's see how the prices, the taxes inflate these prices. Okay, we are going to use the VAT attached to the oil prices. Okay. Look here. We have, if the cost price, I'm saying if, okay, we'll find out the exact one, but if the cost price, we have analyzed the cost price before of crude, the real one. Now, if after refinery, the cost price is 2,000, okay, plus we need to take a 14% VAT. This is a VAT South Africa uses. Uganda, I don't know the rate they are using because their rate is too high, as we're going to find out. It's too dubious, okay? if you attach, you take off a 14%, 14 over 100 times the cost price, you get a VAT of 208 shillings. Okay, that means if you add this one on the cost price, you find that our selling price, it should be 2,280. But now it means you cannot use 14% tax. Their tax system is too high. That's why if you get a higher percentage, that's what drives you to this weird amount of money. Okay. Now, if countries can sustain themselves with a normal VAT rate of 14%, how come Uganda's system is too high to the extent that an ordinary person, the transport costs have gone up? That means the commodity prices have to switch because the transport costs drive the commodity prices. Okay, that means your cost of living it also has to increase. When the cost of living goes up, that means your standard of living has to go down, because if you spend a lot of money to survive, your living standards go down. You cannot afford the meal which you used to eat before. Okay, now if the prices of prices of petrol go up and the commodity prices go up, it means the value of your currency is going to go down. You mean you spend a lot of money to get something few. That means the money has no value. If the money has no value, it means it's going to affect the exchange rate for that shilling. This is what I'm saying. Muterile does not understand the economics of monetary systems. He does not understand. Okay? You have to look at the repo rate of a tax policy. Okay? Before you think of playing with the currencies. You always hear, why can't you use the currency reserves to regulate the amount of the exchange rate on the market? Okay? In order for us to easily import goods. Muterile said, our reserve currencies, we can't deplete them. What's the essence of keeping them if you can't use them for what they are meant for? Okay? It means you don't understand what's the essence of keeping those reserves. Because if you keep them to look at them, okay, instead of using those reserves to regulate the value of the shilling in terms of changing to our trade partners externally, okay, then you don't understand the monetary systems. You should leave your office. Okay, now let's see another element which is very crucial in the survival of Ugandans: cement. Okay, for instance, look at cement. Cement is another problem Uganda is facing. Why? Because our living conditions in homes, they impinge on cement. And the funny thing with cement is locally made in Uganda. We don't import cement. We have iron, we have limestone, natural raw materials, hima, tororo. Okay, the factory, it uses our natural resources. Okay, that means we should be able to get that product at a cheaper price in order to build our houses, to pave our roads, to build bridges, to so many things impinge on cement. And another person, there's no way you're going to live without, at a given time, spending money on cement. But the government has failed to find out that this is our priority sector. For a poor person, at least someone should get a subsidized price on cement in order to improve his livelihood. Okay? If the cement factory from Hima, okay, Otoro, is 20,000, okay? I'm saying if, because if this is the price, then those people should tell us why is it very expensive, yet the resources are local, okay? If the local cost price is that one, plus a VAT, I'm saying VAT, because this is not what Uganda uses. Uganda's percentage, this is South African percentage of VAT. Uganda's percentage is too high. You are going to see why. I'm explaining why, okay? If you take that percentage of that cost price, you get 2,800 as your VAT amount, the tax the government charges per bag of cement, 50 kilos, okay? Now, if you add this tax to the cost price, that means you should be getting 22,800 as your selling price, the price at which people get. But if you look at the cement price in Uganda, it's too high. It means their tax system is too exploitative. It's more than 14%. It's too high, okay? Why should we charge weird taxes to make people suffer, okay? This is a product which is going to help to improve our conditions. Look at the cities, garbage, rubbish, because we cannot pave anything. We cannot construct better roads because the raw material we have made it weirdly expensive. This is the poor government policy which I'm trying to explain, okay? If Ugandans cannot that, these people are aiming at enriching themselves, building mansions, okay? Soliciting a lot of money to, you hear, $54 billion to spend on the presidential palace, okay? Taxpayers' money. You hear $60 million, billion shillings, okay? built on, spent on presidential jet. This is where they want to get the money from. They forget that a poor person is suffering. Okay, if you want to empower yourself from your salaries, empower yourself from your allowances, but do not make another person suffer. This is what FDC is going to fight. Okay, Ugandans have to understand that we are fighting a rebel, a warrior, a terrorist, someone who is inhuman. He does not love our country. He's donating money to Rwanda, Tanzania. Where does this show that he loves our Ugandans? Where has he ever donated those bills of money you hear in Rwanda and Tanzania? Which Ugandan project has he ever donated that money? This donkey does not totally love Uganda. Totally. Okay? Now, let's see how the tax system has inflated the commodity prices. Okay? And the impact of those prices on the ordinary living conditions of a Ugandan.